Huh? What you know with this sucker ass name? What's up, man? What's up with that shit you was talking?
Okay, immediately the punches start. The punch started because you were tough on your computer. Keyboard thug. You see me for real, and you kind of busting up. What do you do? No. 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 That's the word. You try to de-escalate the situation. This is coming from the dude that's doing the pressing. And please remember, none of this is rehearsed. These are natural things that we know already. So it's not like it's fake. He used the word de-escalate. That's your job. To make sure you guys get away safely. Because he's already hot wired. There's nothing you can do about this. This has nothing to do with you, but you help. Just like you his help, that's their help. So your job is to make sure y'all get away safely. If you run, we probably gonna chase you. Because there's a reason why you're running. If you stay, do as least talking as possible. This is his beef. That's Gladys Knight, you the pigs. Okay, you help as little as possible. You want to ensure both of y'all safety, but this is his beef, not yours. How many people died over their homeboy beef? You know, raise your hand if you know. It wasn't his beef, but he died anyway.
That's good.
It happens. Hey, come on over here with me like quick. You didn't even tell me where we going. We going to a situation. So again, what do? Huh? De-escalate. Okay, what's wrong with your hands? Come down. If you put your hands down, that means you're not going to reach for nothing or try to punch me. That don't scratch. Yeah, you do the nose thing. Right. Okay, he said hi. All right, we'll do one more example and then we'll do the countdown. Matt, you grown. Come on, we ain't scared of you. Come on. Especially if I got this gun, you know the gun make me tough. You call your brother, thinking your brother Superman. I call him. His wall. Mm-hmm. I ain't got to ask you where you're from because you got the wall. That's probably his, matter of fact, I know him. That is his natural wall. He really walked, he wasn't cool with it. But that's a point against you already, the way you walked up here. So, press it forward.
Where you from? Where you stay at? Yeah, you gotta be a crib, huh?
Ain't no homies around with.
Yeah, it ain't.
I don't bang, bro. Don't get out.
What did I do? Can't go nowhere. This is the classic sucker punch. Happened to me like 3 times. When this position already, you know it's probably going to end bad. But one of my enemies is here. Come on. Yeah, no, literally. Look, that's the right amount looking for me. Okay. When'd you get it? 15 minutes. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Have you seen the back of it?
No.
Okay. What are words that you stay away from when you get impressed?
People ask me where I'm from. My hood.
Okay, no, but words.
Like, what words do I?
What words do you not want to say? When a homie press you, he can fruit and he can trap it. When he press you, what you gonna say?
Depends on the situation in my case.
It's 4 of us and y'all got guns. The situation just changed. And I'm making you see mine.
I'm finna dumb it down.
Okay. All right. Look. Okay. Eric?
Tell the truth.
Dead hero?
Live power.
Dan Hero?
Live power.
Okay. So, there's a list. I want to show the crowd that this is universal, that we're not making this up, that this is not for Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, whatever. So there's a list of words, we call them kill words, words that get you killed. Don't look at it! See, no, I know we can't do it. Okay, you didn't, behaviors. What should you not do?
First of all, cross your arms. Mad dog like you super hard. You know what I'm saying? These are just things I won't do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got guns. Me, at this point, I'm a single parent, so I'm thinking about my child first. You know what I'm saying? So my whole demeanor, if he with me, I'm trying to back down. I ain't trying to be involved at all. So as far as y'all asking me where I'm from, homie, I really don't even bang. Chief, that's not my get down. You know,
Okay.
I'm a single parent. I'm trying to raise my kid right here.
The bounty hunters say chief, though. You can't use chief. Yeah. But the bounty hunters use chief and champ. So if you say chief or champ, I'm automatically assuming you can bounty hunter. The Nickerson Garden Project. Wow.
Right.
So we're teaching the kids that the safe word is bro. Bro doesn't belong to anybody. Lope belongs to who?
To us.
Dog belongs to who?
Yeah.
I didn't teach him that. He automatically knew.
I grew up raised on that.
Okay, so we'll do a panel style discussion. Rev, Will, I'm glad you're here, you, and PJ, we need a pastor.
Okay.
All right. This is a part of the presentation where you can ask anybody anything. If it's me, I'll answer, but I'll be over here. Put the picture up, Ron. Okay, if you have a weak stomach, stay here anyway. This is the reality. These guys had the conversation and it didn't go right. These guys had the conversation and it didn't go right. It was car to car. Okay, turn it off. It's not a game. Our babies are dying. I'll run the microphone like anybody? No question. Nobody asked questions. It's a learned behavior. If I ask your son about the cheat codes for Madden, he can tell me every cheat code. He started off playing PlayStation, he wanted an Xbox. He forgot that and learned how to use this whole different controller. Don't put your son in a box. He's very intelligent. So, the answer will be practice.
How would these young men deal with being guilty by association? Maybe a brother or cousin.
Basically, it's how you carry yourself. If you don't want to be guilty by association, this dude over here, you hanging with him, you sagging, you looking apart, then you basically don't want to look that apart. Birds of a feather flock together. Now, if I'm standing around with my homies, and I see him dressed like he is, and I happen to see him dressed in his green, but he's sagging, I'm assuming that just because he with him, they banging, so they both get.
Especially if I was over here yesterday too. So every time I come over here, you with him. So like who said guilty by association? That's exactly what it is. Anybody else?
My question kind of stems from what he said. If a little boy is put in that situation and let's just say their father is from somewhere. And there's no questions asked, they can look at the little boy and they know, you such and such son, and I know he's from such and such place, what does that little boy say? What is he supposed to say in that position? When there's no questions asked, they already know.
Well, I know someone in a situation like that where their father is from somewhere and the little boy was playing a football game. He was in a different neighborhood, and some guys, they approach the little boy and say, "I know your daddy is such and such from over here," you know. And the little boy just, you know, basically told him, you know, "I'm here for a football game. I'm only 10 years old, you know. I don't have anything to do with anything, you know, with gangbang or anything like that. You know, my mother not raising me like that." So the little boy actually, you know, diffused the situation himself, you know, by letting them know that, okay, that's my daddy, but this is what I'm about right here.
Any real large street gang member would accept that. No, hear me, no real large street active gang member wants that for his kids or his nephew or his niece. Who from Chi-Town? Okay. I think it was less than a month ago. 3 19-year-olds and a 22-year-old lured a baby in an alley and executed him, looking for his dad. It depends on the mind of the shooter. With 4 people there, you're apt to want to impress. But nobody wants to kill a baby. Jeff Ford and Larry Hoover both denounced that killing. You guys know who that is. The people that organized that stuff. So those situations are very few and far between. Unless you have intentions. Then you know the situation will change. Next. Nobody?
Okay. Yeah, that's my baby. But he didn't get shot, so it's okay. I have a question because where I live at in Compton, I had to explain to my son that when we're riding in the car, he has to take his hat off because he likes to wear his Centennial Apache's hat. Right. And one day we walked into his dad's classroom, we walked by a bunch of dudes, they didn't know he was with me, and I saw them sizing him up. So as a mother, because I'm one of the mothers with a model, you know, and I'm sorry, I am. And when you're with your baby and you're out in the streets, you're driving in your car and someone says something to your child, how do we as mothers address that issue without us all getting killed?
You said the key word. You be with your baby. Take your pride and put it in your purse. I'm a mother with a mouth. I slap it for that.
Okay, that's my point, though.
But you with your baby, it's not about you.
But what if we walk in and we walk in?
Grab your son. I'm being real. No. I want you to grab your son. Come on, Will. Okay. Hey, this is called real scenarios and real solutions. Okay, so come on. I'm gonna do you want. One you want. I did that.
Yeah, you guys been.
That's done. Oh, thank you. Say it, please.
But what you did right there, you just started a fire. Me, when I was
You
banging,
can't tell him to control himself and you not controlling yourself.
exactly. When I was banging, I would have took your head off. No problem. When I was really tripping, they took close your ears. But when I was really tripping, I didn't care who you was, male or female. You all got it. You all could get it. And what you did right there, you put your son in the line of fire. Directly. Now, at that bump, you see he a rowdy cat. You see he with another dude too. You a woman. You got no more. First thing.
Xavier, say excuse. Even though he ain't wrong.
Okay, tell him to say.
Xavier, say excuse.
Okay.
That's disarming. There's no threat. There's no threat to that. Even though your baby ain't wrong. I bumped him on purpose. Yes, and I'm confronting him. Okay, but if you want to keep your son alive, put your pride in your purse. Xavier, say excuse me. Grab your baby. See your baby, right? Grab your baby in and go about your business. Yeah. Absolutely. We can't tell them to do something we're not willing to do. Yeah. Control by giving control, right? Brother, all right, so brother in the back, then brother in the back. So brother in front, and brother in the back.
What about how the young men wear their clothing?
Okay. Brother, he asked about sagging. Who wants that?
Like you said, it has to do with sagging. If you sagging your pants below your butt, it's, to me, excuse my language, you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about what your parents teaching you. You don't care about what the teachers telling you when they telling you to pull your pants up. So I'm gonna take it like you're a street dude. Colors don't mean nothing.
That's what I was.
It's your style.
Okay, let me explain to y'all who are somewhat green. What gang wears red? Nope, everybody. Everybody. DJ Watts wears red. Baby and Saints wear red. Avenue 40s wear red. Who was wrong? But the point, just like the church, just like football, gangs have evolved. So it's not about that. Especially if I can put something on the trip. Pay attention more to the hat than anything else. Certain hats mean certain things. The sagging, it belongs to pop culture, kind of like saying nigga. I know more Mexicans that say nigga than niggas do. Because it don't belong to black people anymore, it belongs to hip hop. That's just an example of the evolvement. The original, he wanted to touch on the original where sagging came from. So when you were in prison and you sag, that was an advertisement that you like dollars. So I mean, they're not doing that now, but before. And then, believe it or not, like they say, there's levels to it. There's certain levels of sagging. There's the casual sag, I just want my pants on my waist sag. Then there's the I'm from somewhere sag that he talked about. They try to trick you now with the skinny pants. Question back. Okay.
Mine is more of a and this for all the parents. My son got into kids at school, like 5 he goes to Manchester Elementary. Okay, so I went up there to see what was going on. The principal called each one of the students in the office, and we don't see what happened. There's one little boy that was one of the scene. He came in and he had the, looking at me. Is this your dad? So the principal had to, tell me, you can't talk to me or whatever. So anyway, to make a long story short, he went and told his mom approached my wife and said, I heard his dad came up to school. Okay, well, my son died from 170, and it went from 0 to 100 just like that through the school.
Right.
So that's a situation that you gotta watch out for too. You can't even,
right.
Go check with your kids.
But again, bro, it's about the level of control.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna give you an example. If she was like, you make me like, sis, look, I'm not even, that's disarming. Even though you can probably DDT this lady or something. Or your wife probably can whoop her, but it's not about that. Because at the end of the day, your son seems like to come to school money. So either you're gonna get cracking and take your son out of the school, or we gonna de-escalate the situation. And it's hard to, he exemplified, if you give me humbleness and you give me less of a threat, then I can't be mad. It's like blowing out a candle. I'm not going to continue to be mad because there's no reason to be mad. You appear to be afraid, And that's how we long-term de-escalate, or what option B is, And by her giving you a gang, he from 107 in Hoover, first of all, you give me too much information. Because I'm going to shoot you, I'll be following you. So what you need to do, what I would do, and I tell people what they need to do, what I would do is I would speak to the people when I seen them, you know, and I would keep my son away from them. That's what I would do. Yeah, some people just some people aren't fixable. You know what that means? You know, like she learned that. That's a learned behavior. She learned that from somewhere. You know, and the dad might be a wonderful dude. He just happened to be from one of those seven hoover. You know, he might come up here, but hey, bro, I'm sorry about what happened. But she painted a picture like him come up here with a bomb and blow up the whole school. You know, so yeah, I wouldn't even entertain that. Next. And we got a Hoover here too. She old, but she here.
My question is pretty much to piggyback off of Veronica. Me and my son are always in the car. My biggest fear, he likes to sit back. A lot of times he sleeps. Is that an issue?
No.
No, I'm saying because,
Lean back.
No, that don't mean that ain't he cool. That's all. That ain't he cool where he's sitting.
Sister, I was gonna say, a lot of times, gang members, we look for situations like that. And if your son ain't giving no type of movement, and that window ain't doing no type of movement, a real gangbanger is gonna leave it right where it's at. So you really shouldn't have to worry about that situation unless your son is actually doing something out the window. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that shouldn't be the issue.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was born out here, and I moved to Chicago at the age of 12. And this was in '69, and then there was no gangs, there were no Crips and Bloods, but I moved to Chicago, the west side of Chicago, where banging was real hard, depressing, they called it different things, and everything you were saying brought back so many memories because this stuff is universal. Body language is universal. I ended up spending 18 years in prison. I've been out 5. And I got my degree and all kinds of stuff, but that's not about the body language, like you said. These are survival skills no matter where you go. They really in the banging hood, but no matter where you go, your body language, especially in the Spring neighborhood, right now I still have problems. She'll tell you, if I feel somebody is staring at me too hard or looking at me, I tell them, man, what the hell is this looking at me? You know, I have to really grab myself because these things are ingrained in you, like I say, they're automatic learned behaviors. Raising your voice, you know, that'll get you killed. All kinds of stuff, things in prison. Hopefully nobody has to go to prison, but these are survival skills for the rest of your life, you know. And once you get into it, it takes something to really bring it out to you. Because all these things I have to, I'm fighting now still after all these years. And I haven't banged in over 20 years. And but like I said, just being in prison around a lot of crazy people, you know, it's survival skills that you learn in here that last you for the rest of your life.
Thank you.
Don't put the camera on me. So I have a question. Do not put the camera on me. As an ex-gang member, not knowing any better, when I was raising my oldest son, I always told him, don't let nobody sweat you. If they look at you wrong, smash them. And then when I got in the church, and I tried to go back and tell him, okay, walk away, Ty, don't do this. I've already ingrained in him to get him up. Whenever you see him, get him up, drag him. So how do women who didn't know better, we're teaching our sons who don't have fathers to protect themselves, how do we now go back after we done told them to smash everything coming and say, don't fight no more?
He learned that.
Right. So how?
He learned that through his mom. Mm-hmm. He can unlearn that. I feel my pants down, I tighten my belt. You know, I ain't seen blood since I've been here. Those are all things that I did from age 12 to 3-4 years ago. And I stopped. It can happen, but again, it's all about practice. Like I tell parents all the time, I'll plant the seed, but you have to water it. Otherwise, you're just staying in the dirt. You know, he can't learn something with me today and then you don't practice it.
My question for the panel is, just like a lot of us that grew up in gang-infested neighborhoods,
How do we teach these young boys to turn down the proposition to join the game? You know, a lot of us, for me, it was either choose up or choose wrong. You know what I'm saying? So what are some of the things that you think would help them to be able to decline the offer, but as well not inherit the beef that could come with it?
Believe it or not, it starts at home. It starts at home. You know, the only way to keep a black boy out of the streets, he need to always be on his way somewhere. Basketball, football, camp, debate club, I don't care. He need to always be on his way somewhere. Let me tell you, there's a story on my street. There was this one boy, Shamar. The only time we saw Shamar, he was getting in the car with his football pads, getting out the car with his backpack. Shamar changed his name to Mike Gibson. He's now councilman or city or something. He's the kid that, we were the riffraff. He couldn't hang out with the riffraff. And it didn't make them better. And this is for the people that have some money. I used to be bitter at rich boys, PJ, you know, they all have. So I would be mad, but then I can't be mad at your parents making big decisions. Because now my son's in that position. You know, he's spoiled, we got this and this and that, but my dad went to school. You can't be mad at me because my parents made big decisions. So parents, they don't gotta be school. If you're making good decisions, they're gonna mimic whatever you're doing. You smoke weed and they smoke, don't whoop it. You told me that. If you at home talking about niggas ain't shit and ain't no good man and then your daughter grow up a stripper, who fault that? It's your fault. If all you play is Mariah Carey and you booty popping and then your son wanna do that, it's your fault. Stop me when I start lying. It's about what they learn. They're going to do what they see. If you always hollering, you always mad, you always want to fight, Ray Shana, then a Marion soccer girl in the head at school, show up. Real life situation. I love her. Her son is like my own. That's what it is. He's seeing that. That's what he sees.
Anyone else? To touch on what he was saying too, you can holler at him. Like, excuse me, a lot of older cats, they think young people not listening. If you know who the troublemakers are in the neighborhood, let them know, man, I'm raising my son like this, and with that stuff. You gotta keep him, y'all see him over here around the corner, kick him up, kick him in his ass and tell him to get off. It's just people that listen.
And believe it or not, no, like I said earlier, nobody wants that for their cousin, grandson, godson, son. Nobody wants that for their kids. So when you approach a gang member and you're respectful, he'll listen to every word you ask. Y'all think, well, I can't tell him to see a Crip. No, he was Christian before he was a Crip. Right.
I want to just piggyback on what you said. I have a 19-year-old. You had it right there.
Sorry.
I have a 19, well, he'll be 19 next Sunday. And I was born and raised on 109th and Avalon. And everybody knows that my son is not to be touched because of who I am, because of who my father is. So I want to say about last year and the year before last, they went behind my back and put my son on. But me being a mother that paid attention to him, his whole demeanor changed. He did a complete 360. Started lying, his appearance, his clothes, everything started changing. So somebody came to me and was like, "Gary, I think your son got put on." I said, "It's funny that you said that because I think so too." I said, "But just give me a minute and I'm going to put the pieces to the puzzle together." But in 3 days, I already knew how it happened, when it happened, everything. So when I popped up over in the neighborhood and thought he was in school, he wasn't, he was in the spot, I walked up in here. Look, what you doing up in here? "Oh, so-and-so said I have to do this, no, you couldn't get up out of here." Called a meeting. Whoever put my son on, y'all finna report him off right now. I said, y'all knew he was supposed to not be from over here. I don't care, y'all, he was born and raised, I was born and raised over here, but this one right here, it ain't nothing in it. Ain't no 401k in the game thing. So, yeah. So, but the thing was, y'all, they went behind my back and did it. So when they talk about, "Oh, the little homegirls go jumping," how y'all gonna jump me, and y'all put my son on without my permission because y'all want to try and see how I feel about it. Yes, I am Raymond Washington daughter, and I don't agree with none of what's going on right now. That's why I'm so hard on my 12-year-old and on my 9-year-old and anybody else's kids. I had another situation where we was walking, and I pay attention to my surroundings wherever I go. It was 3 guys. It was 2 youngers and an old cat. And some kept telling me to turn around. So what they were trying to do was get my son from behind. So I turned around. I'm like, wait a minute. What y'all finna do? Oh, y'all coming about the enemy hood. I'm walking with a baby and my 2 kids. What the hell do you mean we coming out of enemy hood? I said, so anytime y'all see somebody coming in and out, automatically they from over there? Well, you know, we don't get along with the back streets, this and that. So what? My kid got to go to school and from school. So I told the older cat, I said, you supposed to be that big homie, but you over here with the river. I said, you finna jump my kids? Oh, I gotta see what's going on. What type of example are you setting for your little homie?
Say it again.
What type of example are you setting for your little homie?
Say it again.
What type of example? It didn't sit right with me, so the next day I took my 12-year-old over there with me.
Y'all got out of that situation, right?
Yeah.
It's the communication.
Exactly. But it's hard to I got a mouth, and I got a bad attitude problem, but I'm learning how to control, but it didn't sit right with me. So I had to go over there the next day, and all 3 of them, I said, what was you trying to prove of doing that? Y'all was really gonna touch my kids, and they don't even game back. Was y'all ready for the war because y'all was gonna have? Because if my kids would have got touched, I had all types of phone calls to make, but I didn't want that. I didn't want their blood on my hands. And I still feel like that. But it's hard for, like you said, it's, you know, you're supposed to talk to the younger generation. These younger generations don't want to listen. They hard-headed. They are really hard-headed. So it's really hard for us to try to talk to them. I'm only 35 years old, but believe me, I constantly preach to them. This is not what y'all want. Gangbanging ain't what it used to be.
Okay, now remember who's listening. Let's turn that off.
Because that's what I was gonna say. Like with the younger things, it hit me home because I was big for my age, and a lot of older cats didn't want to tell me nothing because they felt like I wouldn't listen, and I'd do something to them, which I would. But the ones that should talk to me, I listen. I promise you, I listen. And it's situational. If you really, like I said, the ones that you want to keep your kids away from, take them to town and buy them a burger. Show them some generosity, you know what I'm saying? Show them that you respect one another and come sit down and let's eat. I'm talking to you. This is what it is. But it's always going to be a few, like you said, that go behind you back. It's some that don't care.
Because realistically, we know at this program we can't save everybody. I'm not telling you. You cannot save me at, well, I was 17 at 18. You couldn't save me at 12. I had already had my mind made up. I was one of those kids where you tell me that's hot, I'll do it. So I'm like, oh, okay. But just in case that was an accident, I'm gonna stick my hand in there again. I was one of those kids. I know they exist. Here's the difference between Malcolm, Martin, and us. We're doing things like this. Meaning, when they killed Malcolm X, he didn't have somebody to ascend. When they killed Martin Luther King, he didn't have somebody to directly ascend. By the time I'm dead and gone, we'll have 500,000 of these. And they'll teach this and everything else that we teach. So killing me ain't gonna help me. Killing him, it's not gonna help me. We're trying to rebuild the black mentality. For the gentleman that's a little lighter shade. Understand that this is not about race. This is about socioeconomics. They just happen to be the target. Actually, the Indian boy is more disparate against versus the black, but they're so small in number that it gets pushed under the rug, and they get it because of casinos. But with us, it's constant. I don't give a damn about what white people doing. I don't give a damn about what the police is doing. 39 bodies in August. Black boys killing black boys. That's my goal. We'll get to the other stuff. But right now, it's the mentality of the youth. You know, I want in the next year for them all to think exactly the same. Not in personality, but in that's wrong, I'm not doing it. That's wrong, I'm not doing it. That's just dumb, not that. And that's how we rebuild us. That's how we fix us. We don't need people to expect to bring in somebody else to fix us. You know, we get the dude from guys in Master from Iowa, and do his dissertation at MIT, and he comes and he wants to help gang members. I say it all the time. If you ain't been there, you can't lead me. Period. It may sound pompous, it may sound sitchin, it may sound arrogant, but it's the truth. How you gonna lead me in battle when you ain't ever been? And that goes for the pastor, the police, the congressman, anything. And I stay in my lane. When I need spiritual advice, I go to him. I do not know the Bible like that, but I know it. Reverend Doug knows the Bible back and forth, and he came from where I came from. So if I need advice, that's my help. Understand, it's about positioning. Black Lives Matter, why don't you come to visit me? I told him no. I told him no because even though they have a grand idea and focus, this is my focus. Bubba, Dion, Xavier. I care about if they hungry, if they cold, they need a jacket,